He was abandoned, broke, and had no father. Nobody believed in him. Then he became the most powerful man on earth. This is the true story of Barack Obama, the most unlikely journey to the presidency the world has ever witnessed. August 4, 1961. Honolulu, Hawaii. A young mother held her newborn son alone. His father was already gone. His father left when he was just 2 years old. Barack grew up watching other kids with their dads, wondering why his never stayed. When Barack was 6, his mother remarried and moved him to Indonesia. A foreign country, a foreign language, completely alone in an unfamiliar world. His mother sent him back to Hawaii to live with his grandparents. They were simple working people who gave everything to raise him right. Growing up mixed race in America, Barack never fully belonged anywhere. Too white for others, too black for some. Lost between two worlds. As a teenager, Barack lost his way. He later admitted experimenting with drugs, searching desperately for something, anything to fill the emptiness inside. Then something shifted inside him. Barack Obama made a decision that would change everything. He chose education. He chose purpose. He chose a different life. Barack earned his place at Occidental College in Los Angeles. For the first time in his life he found his voice. And he was just getting started. He transferred to Columbia University in New York City, one of the most prestigious schools in the world. A kid from a broken home walking the halls of greatness. In New York, Barack lived in crushing poverty. Tiny apartment, almost no money, but every single night he studied. He never stopped. After Columbia, Barack chose to serve. He moved to Chicago's poorest neighborhoods as a community organizer, fighting for people nobody else cared about. Then Barack Obama was accepted to Harvard Law School, the most prestigious law school on earth. The broken kid from Hawaii had made it to the very top. At Harvard he made history, becoming the first African-American president of the Harvard Law Review in over 100 years. The whole world took notice. Back in Chicago he met Michelle Robinson, brilliant, beautiful, and stronger than anyone he had ever known. He knew immediately she was the one. In 1996 Barack entered politics, running for Illinois State Senate. He knocked on doors in the cold. He spoke to anyone who would listen. He was just getting started. In 2000 Barack ran for Congress and lost badly. Crushed. Humiliated. Many told him it was over. Politics was not his path. He should quit. But Barack Obama did not quit. He sat with his defeat, learned from it, and came back stronger. The loss that broke him would become the fire that forged him. In 2004 Barack ran for the U.S. Senate. This time was different. The crowds were bigger. The energy was electric. America was beginning to feel something extraordinary. Then at the 2004 Democratic Convention Barack gave a speech that stopped America cold. In one single night the entire country learned his name. In November 2004 Barack won the U.S. Senate seat with 70% of the vote. Standing on that stage with Michelle and his daughters, he knew this was only the beginning. On February 10, 2007, standing where Abraham Lincoln once stood, Barack Obama announced he was running for President of the United States. Nobody believed he could win. Too young, too inexperienced, and in the eyes of many the wrong color. The entire political establishment laughed at him. His 2008 campaign drew crowds of 80,000 people. Americans who had never voted before stood in line for hours. Something historic was happening. On November 4, 2008 America made history. Barack Obama was elected the 44th President of the United States. Across the country people wept. That night in Chicago's Grant Park 240,000 people gathered to hear him speak. The boy nobody believed in stood before a nation that believed in nothing but him. January 20, 2009. His hand on Lincoln's Bible. Nearly 2 million people watching. Barack Hussein Obama became the 44th President of the United States. That evening Barack Obama walked through the doors of the White House as its new owner. The kid who grew up with nothing now lived at 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue. The next morning he sat alone at the resolute desk in the Oval Office. The same desk used by Kennedy and Roosevelt. The abandoned child from Hawaii now led the free world. But America was broken. The worst economic crisis since the Great Depression. 800,000 jobs lost every month. 2 wars burning. Barack Obama inherited it all on day one. Barack Obama fought every single day. He saved the American auto industry. He pulled the economy back from the edge of total collapse. He never stopped working. In 2010 he signed the Affordable Care Act, giving healthcare to 20 million Americans who had none. People wept. It was the biggest social reform in 45 years. Just 9 months into his presidency Barack Obama was awarded the Nobel Peace Prize. The entire world was watching the man from Hawaii change everything. In 2012 America chose him again, re-elected with over 65 million votes. Barack Obama held Michelle close on that stage and the whole world smiled. After 9 innocent people were murdered in a Charleston church, Barack stood at the podium, paused and began to sing Amazing Grace. The whole world wept with him. Through all of it he never lost sight of what mattered most. Michelle, Malia, Sasha. He was always before everything else a devoted father and husband. Late every night after everyone had gone home, Barack Obama sat alone at that desk, carrying decisions that no human being should ever have to carry alone. He entered the White House with black hair. He left with silver. 8 years of carrying the world, written permanently across his face. On January 10, 2017, Barack Obama stood before 18,000 weeping Americans to say goodbye. 8 years, a lifetime, and a legacy that will never be forgotten. On January 20, 2017, Barack and Michelle walked out of the White House for the very last time, hand in hand, heads held high, their work complete. He rescued the economy. He gave healthcare to 20 million Americans. He ended the Iraq War. In 8 years, Barack Obama permanently changed what America was possible of becoming. But his greatest legacy was never a law or a policy. It was every child who looked at the White House for the first time, and finally saw themselves inside it. After 8 years of carrying the world, Barack and Michelle walked into the sunshine, free, peaceful, together. They had earned every moment of it. In 2018, his portrait was hung in the Smithsonian alongside every president who came before him. The boy from a broken home, now permanent in American history forever. For 12 years running he was voted the most admired man in the world. Not because of power, but because of what he proved was possible for every single human being. From a broken home in Hawaii to the steps of the Lincoln Memorial, Barack Obama didn't just make history. He proved that history can be made by anyone from anywhere. If a kid from a broken home with no father can become the most powerful man on earth, then what is your excuse? Follow Time Trek Universe. Your story is still being written.